Welcome, Thunder fans, to another episode of Rumbling with the Thunder. I am your host, Big Lance. Thank you for tuning in today. If you haven't got a chance to check out my Thunder love story, please go check that out, man. How you feeling, Thunder fans? Playoffs are here. We ready. We geared up. We looked good last night. We did look good last night. I agree. Playoffs are here, Thunder fans. Playoffs are here. It's what we've been waiting for ever since the Dallas. I'm going to say ever since Dallas beat us. It was really bad, but lessons learned. We're here to grow. We showed that growth in game one. I want to hop into the playoff brackets. Come take a ride with me. So since I wasn't able to do this before the game ones were played, I'm going to do all my predictions now, and then we'll just jump into the show. So first round, we got Cleveland versus Miami. One of my partners was telling me Atlanta was going to get that eighth spot, but either or, Cleveland was going to win that game, and I got Cleveland going to the Eastern Conference Finals. After that, we're going to hop into this Pacers-Bucks. I know the Pacers took game one, but I really feel like Giannis is not going to allow that. I really feel like he's going to will the Bucks to that first round win. But after that, just like I said, I got Cleveland going all the way to the conference finals. I want to jump down to Boston versus Orlando, the Celtics versus the Magic. I got Boston. I mean, it's pretty evident, like it's a young team in Orlando. And if you look at this bracket, it's like 3 or 4 really young teams, including us, that are going to be growing in the future. So the game that really intrigues me in the Eastern Conference is the Detroit Pistons and the Knicks. I like Detroit. Detroit is down there trying to create Bad Boys 3, and they look pretty good. They look pretty solid for finally getting Cunningham healthy out there playing, and all the small pieces, like they remind me of us. So I'm rooting for them. I really don't think they're going to get through the Knicks with Karl Anthony Towns and company. We hop over to the West. I got Golden State beating the Rockets. The Rockets is also a team that's up and coming and young. And things that you got to look for when you're watching these up and coming teams like that, like Houston, like Orlando, and like the Pistons, which we are not like that anymore, it's tough to close out these games. It's very tough to close out these games. The next matchup, I personally have LA going to match up with the Warriors in that second round. Although Ant-Man, man, you can't hold, man, Ant-Man is special. And I feel like him alone he just got that chip on his shoulder. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. He just got that chip on his shoulder, and he can will Minnesota to that second round. But I do got LA, and with these teams coming up, this is the matchup that we're going to have to worry about. So you guys should check out the Denver and Clippers game and tell me who you like. Tell me who you like in the comments. Who do you like? Who do you want to hit? Who do you want to play? Who do you want to hit? Because we hitting people every night. But who do you want to play? Denver or the Clippers? Let me know. Let me know. And then we'll just hop into our matchup. So thank you for tuning in again, and let's get into the show. Let's do this. Whether you was at Paycom or you was sitting on your couch, what a game. What a game, what a performance. The energy in the building was electric. Paycom was rocking. It was off the chart. And there were records to be made that night. Let me not say that night. That Sunday afternoon. Before we hop into it, I want to say, Thunder fans, please, we have a long road ahead of us. We have a very long road ahead of us. So what I want you to do this series, Just kick your feet up. Kick your feet up. Relax. Chill. This is one we won't have to worry about at all. We got a long road, and this will not stop us. A first round exit, nah, we knew that. We know that. As Thunder fans, we know that, right? So that's all I want to say about that. Kick your feet up. It's either going to be a sweep so you guys can go around your house and grab your brooms and, hey, we'll have a sweep party. They may get one. I actually given them one. They'll probably get one, maybe game 3. Maybe game 3, building will be electric. They'll be hyped. They'll be happy they're back home, and maybe they can steal one there. Other than that, done. And I kind of prefer you. Let's go down there and drop. Well, I don't know. I like the sweep. Let's do a sweep. Let's do a sweep. I was just going to say, I like closing games out at home. I like closing games out at home. That'll be one loss. We bring them back game 5. They feeling good, and we finish them back home. I want to roll that also into, what are you guys' rituals? What are your guys' pregame rituals? What do y'all do? Hit me in the comments. Hit me in the post. What are your guys' pregame rituals? Me personally, I like to take a shot before every quarter. If it's a big time matchup, I may have a nice little cigar. It don't matter where or what I'm doing. I'm banging AC/DC Thunderstruck every single playoff game before we get started. Every single game. As loud as I can get it. Man, let me know what you guys' pre-rituals are. All right, let's hop into it. Before we even get there, I really want to put some emphasis on how incredible of a season we are having. We are the first and second team to claim the top seed in the West. That's huge, folks. That's absolutely huge. First and second, number 1 seed, the youngest in the West. Y'all know how tough the West is. You know how tough the West is. And for us to do it 2 times back to back, a little clap for that. Let's hop into this game. I was going to hop and say we were struggling at the beginning, but we wasn't. It took us about 3 to 4 minutes to dust off them cobwebs, but I will tell you, once we got rolling, it was off and running. It was down to business. Chet Holmgren set the tone with a huge block on Zach Edey. And right there, that sparked our first big run. And from that moment on, it was a done deal. It was all downhill. And I really believe that Memphis knew it too. Memphis knew it. The energy, just like I said, it was high. Like that block, if you go back and look at that game, that's when we started going on that first run. And it just was run after run after run after run. We were hitting on all cylinders. All cylinders all night. JDub came in, had a rock solid game with 20 points, 5 boards, 6 assists, 3 steals, and a block. And then Chet also filled the stats in his game, holding us down with 19, 10, 2 blocks, and a steal also. Man, the crowd, I can't get over how electric that crowd was. And that second quarter, somebody put them on their feet. Casey Wallace brought the house down with a 2-handed jam right in the middle, right through the lane. It really blows me away when he get up like that, because he seems like he don't have that boom like that. I love it. It was his only points and his only highlights, but he definitely contributed where needed, because that's the thing about us. Even if that was his only bucket, it didn't hurt us. It didn't hurt us at all. Aaron Wiggins checked in and he came in straight on fire. Instant fire. I love how we played him those 2 regular season games before the playoff. Because he had some cobwebs he need to dust off. He need to get that swag and that mojo going into the playoffs. And hey, he definitely led all scorers with 21 off the bench. Hartenstein also added to the run with great passing, just dishing. The Arkenstein was hitting. He kept that momentum going. And what was even more, I talked about Chet, I talked about Dub, I talked about Wiggins, Hartenstein. Man, the MVP, just like I said at the beginning of the show, it seems like he had his feet up. He like, oh, my boys got me on this one. I ain't even got to work. Shea ended off the game with like 15 points. 15 points from the MVP. You know what that means? Rest. Something that's going to be very important in this long playoff grind. Rest. Shea got his rest. Starters got their rest. Because second half, we was up by 32. The game was basically done. And we kept momentum, crisp ball movements, and plenty of thunder up moments. Like plenty of thunder up moments. Didn't let up not one bit. You can't talk about this team without talking about what? Defense. Defense. On defense, the Thunder was relentless, holding Memphis to 30% shooting and also forcing 24 turnovers. Ja Morant was held to 17 points. He was held to 17 points and could not get. I was watching the game yesterday. I just had to cut that off. I was watching the game yesterday. And I was like, the problem that Ja has is we just throwing different looks at him, and all of them are solid. Most teams have that one defender that they can count on, but when Ja get past another one, who's swiping at the ball? Somebody on the wings. He get in the hole, he got 2 mountains to climb. It's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. So he struggled. And also his counterpart struggled too in Jaren Jackson, who had 4 points and 3 rebounds. There was absolutely no one on the Memphis Grizzlies that could break through this Thunder defense. I'm going to say the only highlight that I really saw from the Memphis Grizzlies was probably that half-court shot by Bagley. That's probably their only highlight. They got to do better. So it's clear to me that Memphis is going to have a tough time with this matchup throughout the series. Can they solve that? Honestly, I don't think so. And watching the game last night, it's funny watching the game and then watching the next matchup, which was Orlando and Boston. I was watching, and I know the money probably wouldn't add up. I really, for one thing, Ja Morant needs to change the scenery. And for two, man, what if he go over there with Pablo Banchero in Orlando? Because Ja just needs some help. I think Ja's a solid player. I just know we pose that issue for him with the way we play defense on him 48 minutes a game. Like, we pose a threat to him. So let me know what y'all think in the chat about Morant going to Orlando. That'd be a pretty nice matchup. So third quarter, more of the same. Coach called the dogs off with like 3-4 minutes left in the game to start pulling the starters, giving them that rest. And we just know the reserves, what the reserves is going to do. I like I like what we did in the season, letting the reserves play full-length games. What they play, like three or four full-length games, just the reserves? I think that's huge. I think that makes us so strong because if you know our team, we're only as strong as that bench. Like we're a team that really relies on our bench. I also really want to talk about just real quick, which I didn't get a chance to really analyze it and look at it. I want to know how Coach Dagnall is going to use the bench. I want to know, are we going 8 deep? Are we going 9 deep? Most teams in the playoffs, they go 8, 9 deep. We really can go 10, 11 deep. I want to know if he'll be able to swing that. I think he should. Because even J Will came in early for a minute and hit a big time three. Like even when they get in the game, the little bit they do is huge for us. That's huge for us. So I know that Memphis is upset. You seen Ja's interview. He said they won't lose like that again. Yeah, y'all may not lose by 51, but y'all may lose by 20. Y'all may lose by 15. But with that 51 point victory, it was the highest victory in Thunder history. The highest history, 51 points in Thunder history. Blowout. It was the biggest game one victory in NBA playoff history. And I like that. I love when we just break records. This has been a record-breaking year. A lot of records have been broken. Oh, man. We send a message. We send a message to all of the media, the league, that this young team is here to shock the world. And I know it's game one. And we got a long road to travel. I just can't wait to see what this playoff journey is moving forward. I'm super excited to see what we got. This part of the show I want to do is the good, bad, and the ugly. The good of the game, it was just good to see the guys back on the floor. It was good to, it was about 10 days. Seemed like it's about 2 weeks. It seemed like 2 weeks. 10 days since we seen the guys on the floor. It was just good to see them ready to make this big playoff run. It was good to see the guys on the floor. The bad, I said it plenty of times through this show. And 51 points was bad. That 51 point victory was bad. And then the ugly is basically how this series will get if Ja and company don't come with it. If they don't start off strong, they're going to have issues every single game with us. It will be a sweep if they don't have strong finishes. And that don't mean they get on huge lead. They got to keep it close. They got to go blow for blow and then try to finish us off at the end. If they let us get too far ahead, man, it's curtains. It is curtains every game in this series. Thank you for tuning in. I also want to hop into one more thing before I left you. I woke up this morning and I was just, I was disgusted again. Thunder fans, y'all watching this, y'all checking this, y'all know what I'm talking about. Once again, Lou Dort is not even a finalist. Lou Dort is not even a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. That burns me up. That's like a slap in the face to me, man. Like, what does this guy have to do? What does he have to do to even just be he wasn't even a finalist? But then I'm watching the Warriors in Houston game, and you got Draymond Green getting done up by Şengün. I like that name. Şengün was all on him. He could not. I think he had almost 30 points. And that's the defensive player of the year. That's who y'all want. Man, stop it. Just like I said, if you listen to my love story, a lot of stuff I talk about is love, respect for our team and giving us some love. I'm not happy with it. But we will continue this throughout the playoffs. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit me in my chat. Let me know what you think about the game. Send me your comments, who impressed you, and are you ready for this playoff run? Do not forget to like and subscribe to this page. And as always, Thunder up, Big Lance, peace.